Technology has already made a huge impact on our lives. But the technology of the future is already proving to be even more incredible. Imagine being able to print a house in just a few hours, to having robots that can help us with pretty much everything from cooking to taking care of our homes. These technologies have the potential to revolutionize the way we live, work, and play. So join us as we explore 20 emerging technologies that will completely change our world. Number 20. Exoskeletons. Think of exoskeletons as wearable, mobile machines that are powered by electric motors, pneumatics, levers, or a combination of technologies. They are robotic devices that are worn on the body to enhance strength, endurance, and mobility. They have a wide range of applications, from helping people with mobility impairments to enhancing the performance of industrial workers. For people with mobility impairments, exoskeletons can be a game changer. They allow individuals who have previously been confined to wheelchairs to stand and walk again. These devices use sensors and motors to control the movement of the legs, allowing the user to walk and stand with minimal effort. One of the most impressive exoskeletons out there is the Guardian XO by Sarcos. This full-body powered industrial exoskeleton is similar to the one soldiers wore in the film Avatar. Exoskeletons are also being used in industrial settings to enhance the performance of workers. These devices can be worn by workers to assist with heavy lifting and repetitive tasks, reducing the risk of injury and increasing productivity. Exoskeleton technology is still in its early stages, but researchers are working hard to improve the design and functionality of these devices. With advances in materials, sensors, and software, exoskeletons are becoming more lightweight, durable, and user-friendly. Number 19. Hypertrains. Hypertrains, also known as Hyperloop trains, are a new form of transportation that uses magnetic levitation technology to reach incredibly high speeds. Imagine traveling from Los Angeles to San Francisco in just 30 minutes. That's the kind of speed we're talking about here. But how do these hypertrains work? Well, they're basically trains that travel in a vacuum-sealed tube with no air resistance. This means they can reach speeds of up to 700 miles per hour. That's faster than most commercial airplanes. The technology for hypertrains has been in development for several years, and several companies are currently working on building the infrastructure to make this a reality. The goal is to create a network of Hyperloop routes that connect major cities, making it easier and faster for people to travel. One of the biggest advantages of hypertrains is that they're much more energy efficient than traditional forms of transportation. They don't produce emissions and require less energy to operate. This means that they're a more sustainable option for getting around. While hypertrains are still in the early stages of development, the potential for this technology is huge, and we're excited to see how it will change the way we travel in the future. Number 18. Living robots. A team of biologists and computer scientists have created something truly groundbreaking: tiny, self-healing biological machines made from frog cells. These cells are then programmed and assembled into a specific shape, creating a unique and versatile type of robot. These machines, named Xenobots after the African clawed frog, are less than 0.04 inches wide, making them small enough to travel inside human bodies. But how did the researchers create these amazing machines? They scraped living stem cells from frog embryos and left them to incubate. Then the cells were cut and reshaped into specific body forms designed by a supercomputer, forms never seen in nature. Some of the cells differentiated to produce cilia, tiny hair-like projections that move back and forth and likewise rotate in different ways. Instead of using manually sculpted cardiac cells, cilia give the Xenobots legs to move them rapidly across the surface. We're looking at the world's first living robot, a programmable life form that has the potential to revolutionize medicine, technology, and so much more. Imagine the possibilities of these tiny machines working inside our bodies to repair and heal, or exploring and mapping the depths of our oceans. Number 17. Deepfakes. Deepfakes are a form of technology that uses artificial intelligence to create highly realistic videos of people doing things they never did. It's a form of digital manipulation that can make it look like someone said or did something that they never actually said or did. Now, this has been used in movie making for decades. Remember the late actor Paul Walker in the movie Fast and Furious 7. He was resurrected for that role using this technology. And with advancements in AI, deepfakes are becoming increasingly realistic and harder to detect. But now, deepfake technologies have advanced so much that we have apps that can do it almost instantly. In fact, some experts have warned that deepfakes could potentially be used as a form of disinformation or propaganda, leading to mistrust and confusion in society. And that's where the problem lies. With the ability to create evidence of scenes that never happened, people have grown uneasy about deepfakes. Audio can be deepfaked too, creating voice clones of just about anyone. Social media platforms have even banned deepfakes from their networks due to the strong divide they create. Number 16. Quantum computers. In 2019, Google made a huge announcement.
No, it's an extraordinarily important milestone. Last year we achieved something what's known in the field as quantum supremacy. It is when you can take quantum computers and they can do something which classical computers cannot.
They revealed that their quantum computer, named Sycamore, had achieved something called quantum supremacy. This means that quantum computers can complete tasks exponentially faster than their classical counterparts. Quantum computers are not only faster but also more powerful than traditional computers. They use the properties of quantum mechanics such as superposition and entanglement to perform calculations that are beyond the reach of classical computers. But what makes quantum computers so special? Well, for decades, computer scientists have been trying to harness the behavior of subatomic particles that can simultaneously exist in different states. These particles can exist in more than one state at a time, and it's this ability that quantum computers take advantage of. Instead of using bits like traditional computers, quantum computers use quantum bits or qubits. This allows quantum computers to store huge amounts of information and use less energy doing so than traditional computers. In the world of quantum computing, traditional laws of physics no longer apply. This means that we'll be able to create processors that are 1 million or more times faster than the ones we use today. It's no surprise that some of the world's most influential companies are investing heavily in quantum computing technology. Number 15. Self-healing concrete. Yes, you heard that right. Self-healing concrete is a new type of concrete that can repair itself when it cracks. This is possible thanks to a special type of bacteria that is mixed into the concrete. When the concrete cracks, water and oxygen enter the crack and the bacteria start to grow. The bacteria produce a natural mineral that fills in the crack, effectively healing it. This is a game changer for the construction industry. Concrete is one of the most widely used materials in construction, but it's also one of the most prone to cracking. Cracks in concrete can lead to structural problems and can also make the building look unsightly. Self-healing concrete solves this problem by allowing the concrete to repair itself, which means less maintenance and a longer lifespan for the building. So how does it work? The bacteria used in self-healing concrete are mixed in with the concrete before it's poured. Once the concrete is in place, the bacteria go into a dormant state. But when the concrete cracks, water and oxygen enter the crack and the bacteria start to grow. They produce a natural mineral that fills in the crack, effectively healing it. It's environmentally friendly, it's a great solution for remote locations, and it's a game changer for the construction industry. Number 14. Virtual reality. Virtual reality, or VR for short, is a technology that allows users to fully immerse themselves in a digital world. But VR isn't just for video games and entertainment. It has the potential to revolutionize industries and change the way we live our lives. The concept of virtual reality has been around for decades, but it wasn't until the 1960s that the technology started to take shape. Early VR machines were confined to amusement arcades and offered a limited experience, but today's VR headsets offer a much more immersive experience. When you put on a VR headset, you are completely immersed in a digital world. As you move your head, your view adjusts, giving the impression that your line of sight is actually real. VR technology has been adapted for many different purposes, including video games, training simulations, and even therapy. It's being used to treat trauma and anxiety. In addition to healthcare, VR is also being used in industries such as architecture, real estate, and education. Architects and real estate agents are using VR to create virtual tours of buildings and properties, making it easier for potential buyers to visualize themselves in the space. And educators are using VR to create interactive and engaging lessons for students. Number 13. Biometrics.
Biometric systems can recognize a person's specific physical attributes, their fingerprints, facial features, iris, or retina.
This was one technology that was once only seen in science fiction movies but is now being implemented all around us. Remember when you saw people in movies using their fingerprints and irises to access buildings? It seemed impossible at the time, but now we have biometric security measures in place in many businesses, allowing only authorized people to enter specific buildings and rooms. But biometrics technology isn't just being used for security purposes, it's also making our everyday lives easier. Imagine not having to carry your wallet with your ID and bank cards, but instead being able to verify who you are in various situations with just your fingerprint, iris, facial features, or even your palm. This might sound like a far-off reality, but it's not. Palm ID technology is already being used in places like the Jeju International Airport in South Korea and Amazon Go shops in Seattle. Once you've used computer vision technology to scan the lines and patterns of your palm, you can connect it to your payment card. So instead of paying with your card, you can just hold your hand over a scanner to make a purchase. It's truly mind-blowing. Number 12. 5G and the Internet of Things. 5G and the Internet of Things are two emerging technologies that are revolutionizing the way we connect and exchange information. 5G, or fifth-generation wireless technology, is fast providing faster and more reliable internet speeds, enabling new possibilities for streaming, gaming, and online communication. With 5G, we'll be able to download movies and TV shows in seconds, play online games with no lag, and have smooth video calls with people across the globe. And with the Internet of Things, IoT, the different devices we use within our homes can communicate with each other and with us, making our lives more convenient and efficient. For instance, you can control your home's heating and lighting from your phone or receive alerts if there's a problem with your fridge. Together, 5G and IoT are set to create a new era of connected devices and services. Imagine self-driving cars communicating with traffic lights and other vehicles in real time, or factories using IoT sensors to optimize production. The possibilities are endless. The rollout of 5G networks has already begun, and we can expect to see more and more IoT devices in our homes and workplaces in the coming years. Number 11. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, or AI for short, is a rapidly growing field that has the potential to revolutionize the way we live and work. At its core, AI is the development of computer systems that can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence, such as understanding natural language, recognizing images, and making decisions. One of the key drivers of AI's growth is the explosion of data that is now available. With the widespread use of smartphones and the internet, we are generating more data than ever before. This data can be used to train AI systems to perform a wide range of tasks, from diagnosing diseases to driving cars. AI is already being used in a variety of industries, including healthcare, finance, and transportation. In healthcare, AI is being used to analyze medical images and assist doctors with diagnosing diseases. In finance, AI is being used to detect fraudulent transactions and improve investment decisions. And in transportation, AI is being used to develop self-driving cars and optimize logistics. One of the most exciting aspects of AI is its ability to learn and adapt. With machine learning, AI systems can continue to improve their performance over time as they're exposed to more data. Number 10. Blockchain. This is one technology that's fast changing the way we think about financial transactions and data storage. Essentially, a blockchain is a digital ledger that allows multiple parties to record transactions without the need for a central authority. Think of it like a digital notebook where multiple people can write in it, but once something is written, it can't be altered. This creates a sense of trust and transparency as all parties can see the entire history of transactions. One of the most popular uses of blockchain technology today is in the form of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Instead of using traditional banking systems to transfer money, blockchain allows for peer-to-peer transactions without the need for intermediaries. However, blockchain technology can also be used for things like supply chain management, voting systems, and even digital identities. This is because blockchain's decentralized nature allows for multiple parties to access and verify information without the need for a central authority. While blockchain is still a relatively new technology and there are still challenges like scalability and regulation that need to be addressed, the potential for blockchain to revolutionize the way we think about data storage and transactions is too great to ignore. Number 9. Wearable technology. These are basically devices that can be worn on the body and which are designed to enhance your experience as a user. While clothing items are fast joining the league of wearable technologies, others include smartwatches, fitness trackers, and more recently, virtual reality headsets. Smartwatches can do everything from tracking your fitness to sending text messages and making phone calls. They can also be linked to your smartphone, allowing you to receive notifications and access apps right on your wrist. As for fitness trackers, they're more specifically designed to track your physical activity and monitor your health, including your heart rate and sleep patterns. Virtual reality headsets allow you to immerse yourself in virtual worlds and also have the potential of allowing users to experience simulations of real-world scenarios. And smart fabrics and textiles also now exist that are embedded with sensors and technology, allowing them to monitor and track your health and other physical activity. And they can also be controlled by a smartphone, allowing you to change the color or pattern of the clothing you have on. Number 8. Driverless cars. You may have seen driverless cars on the road, but have you ever stopped to think about how they work? Well, imagine this. You're sitting in your car and instead of having to focus on the road, you can relax and do other things like reading a book, playing a game, or even taking a nap. That's exactly what driverless cars do. They use a combination of cameras, sensors, and sophisticated software to navigate the road and make decisions about traffic, other vehicles, and even pedestrians. Additionally, you don't have to worry about the safety of these cars. They are equipped with multiple layers of redundancy, meaning that if one system fails, there are backups in place to keep you safe. But driverless cars aren't just about convenience. They also have the potential to reduce traffic congestion, improve energy efficiency, and even save lives by reducing accidents caused by human error. We're also seeing new technologies emerging that will allow driverless cars to communicate with each other and with traffic infrastructure, making the entire transportation system more efficient and safe. Number 7. Autonomous robots. You may have heard of self-driving cars or drones that can fly without human control, but did you know that robots are becoming more autonomous in all areas of life? Imagine a future where robots can take care of tasks such as cleaning your home, stocking your grocery shelves, or even performing surgeries. These robots are equipped with sensors and algorithms that allow them to navigate and make decisions on their own. For example, a self-driving car uses cameras and LiDAR sensors to detect and navigate around obstacles, while a surgical robot uses precision sensors to perform precise movements. Autonomous robots can also work in dangerous or difficult environments. For context, they can be used to inspect nuclear power plants or to search for survivors in a disaster area. They can also work continuously without getting tired or making mistakes, making them more efficient than humans. As technology continues to evolve, autonomous robots are becoming more and more advanced. For instance, they are now able to learn and adapt to new tasks, making them even more versatile. Number 6. The Metaverse. As you step into the Metaverse, you'll be greeted with a virtual world that looks and feels just like the real one. You'll be able to walk around, explore different environments, and interact with other people and objects just as you would in the physical world. But in the metaverse, the possibilities are endless. You'll be able to visit virtual cities, attend virtual concerts, and even attend virtual classes. The metaverse is all set to revolutionize the way we work, play, and learn. Imagine being able to attend a virtual meeting with your colleagues or attend a virtual class without ever leaving your home. And as you explore the metaverse, you'll also discover that it's a place where creativity knows no bounds. You'll be able to create your own virtual worlds, design your own avatars, and even create your own games and experiences. The metaverse is a place where you can express yourself and let your imagination run wild. Number 5. Starlink Internet. Are you tired of dealing with slow and unreliable internet? You are living in a remote area where broadband internet is not available. Well, it appears that new and revolutionary technology is finally here to solve all of your internet woes and change the way we connect to the internet. Starlink is a satellite-based internet service developed by SpaceX, the company founded by Elon Musk. It's a network of thousands of satellites orbiting around the Earth, providing high-speed internet access to people in remote and underserved areas. With Starlink, you'll be able to enjoy lightning-fast internet speeds of up to 100 megabytes per second. That's fast enough to stream high-definition videos, play online games, and download large files without any lag. So whether you live in the city or in a remote rural area, you'll be able to enjoy high-speed internet with Starlink. But that's not all. Starlink also offers low latency, which means you'll have very minimal delays in online activities like online gaming and video conferencing. This means you'll be able to have a seamless online experience without any buffering or lag. Talk about the fast age of the internet, and here you have it. Number 4. Natural language processing. Ever imagined what it would look like attempting to communicate with your computer or even your phone using your own natural language without any need for complicated coding or programming languages? Well, natural language processing is here to provide the answer to that. NLP is a branch of artificial intelligence that deals with the interaction between computers and human language. This technology allows computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language, making communication between humans and machines more natural and intuitive. Imagine being able to talk to your computer or phone just like you would with a friend. NLP makes this possible by analyzing and understanding the meaning behind your words and responding accordingly. One example of NLP in action is voice recognition software like Siri or Alexa. These virtual assistants use NLP to understand and respond to your spoken commands, making it easy for you to set reminders, play music, or even order groceries. More recently, OpenAI released the most advanced language model yet with its novel GPT-3 chatbot. This super advanced chatbot uses NLP to understand and respond to your queries, providing quick and accurate answers while also learning in the process. Number 3. Genomics. Genomics is an emerging field of technology that is revolutionizing the way we understand and treat diseases, improving agriculture, and even designing new materials. It's the study of an organism's complete set of DNA, including all of its genes. You may be wondering what makes genomics so special. Well, thanks to advances in DNA sequencing technology, scientists can now quickly and cheaply sequence entire genomes. This has led to an explosion of data and new ways to analyze it. By understanding an individual's unique genetic makeup, doctors can now tailor treatments to their specific needs and further develop the field of precision medicine. For example, imagine you have a tumor that doesn't respond to traditional chemotherapy. With genomics, doctors can sequence the DNA of the tumor and identify specific genetic mutations that are driving its growth. This information can be used to design new treatments that target those mutations, increasing the chances of a successful outcome. Similarly, by sequencing the genomes of plants, scientists can identify genes that control traits such as disease resistance, drought tolerance, and yield. This information can be used to breed new crop varieties that are more resilient and productive. Number 2. Spin launch. As you can see from this illustration, spin launch uses a powerful spinning device known as the spin projectile to accelerate a spacecraft to high speeds before launching it into orbit. This eliminates the need for traditional rocket boosters and allows for a much more efficient and cost-effective way to reach space. But how does it work exactly? Well, you start by placing the spacecraft inside the spinning device. Then, using centrifugal force, the device accelerates the spacecraft to incredibly high speeds. Once it reaches the desired speed, it's launched into orbit using a linear accelerator. But spin launch isn't just about cost savings and efficiency. It also has the potential to greatly reduce the environmental impact of space travel. Traditional rocket launches release large amounts of pollutants and debris into the atmosphere, but with the spin launch, there is no need for these large, powerful rockets, reducing the environmental impact. The spin launch is a game-changing technology that has the potential to greatly impact the future of space travel, and with continued research and development, we can expect to see even more exciting advancements soon. Number 1. 3D printing. This fast-emerging technology involves using a computer to design a virtual object and then using a 3D printer to physically create it. This process is also known as additive manufacturing. One of the biggest advantages of 3D printing is its ability to create complex and detailed designs that would be difficult or impossible to produce using traditional manufacturing methods. For example, take a look at this illustration of a prosthetic hand. Traditional manufacturing methods would have a hard time creating the intricate details and movements of the fingers, but with 3D printing, it can be produced easily. Another advantage of 3D printing is its ability to create customized products. For example, you can use 3D printing to create a custom-fit prosthetic limb or even a custom-fit pair of shoes. And in addition to its many benefits, 3D printing is also becoming more affordable and accessible. Which of these technologies did you find the most intriguing? Let us know in the comments below.